bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng
Camsur Fuerte Sports Complex. Mga ka-NBL, we are live on Aliw Channel 23. Kumpleto na ang channel mo. Our first matchup is the Taguig Generals versus Bulacan DF Stars. Now, join me in welcoming the players, starting with the Taguig City Generals. Larry John Mayo, John Reynold Yasa, Jonathan Lontok, Christopher Azares, Edsel Galoy, Mark Edison Ordonez, Kevin Oliveria, Nicolo Paulo Alcantara, Henry Luis Subido, Mike Jefferson Sampurna, John Mark Gabiran, Fidel Castro, Noel Santos, Francisco Tanshoco, Zuharto Mamaluba Jr., Emmanuel Nathan Victoria, Dan Anthony Natividad, and Harvey Subrabas. Let's make way for Bulacan DF Stars. Franz Angeles, Axel John Reyes, John Michael Cruz, Paul Vincent de la Cruz, Paulo Evardo, Joseph Ryan Celso, Christian Nescio, Nico Giles, Mark Eduardo Samonte, Renz Jamiel Pablo, Benedict Harold Benedictos, Jeric Sumampong, Samuel Peralta, Aaron John Duico, Warlo James Batag, and Ezekiel Biteng. May we request everyone to please stand and put ourselves in the presence of the Lord with the NBL prayer.
You are the fount and source of all goodness and blessings. We recall and are grateful for all the knowledge, skills, and talents you have given to each one of us. Lord, may this occasion be a reminder to us that you have made us for excellence, that you want us to be the best version of ourselves, and that you will only what's best for us. May this occasion likewise nurture and deepen the friendship, camaraderie, and solidarity among all of us. Lord, bless and inspire our organizers, players, officiating personnel, crew, and every involved personalities. And lastly, Lord, we ask, as we lift up to you everything, keep us all from danger or harm, and watch over us, as you are, now and always. This we pray, full of confidence and trust, for the kingdom, the power, and the glory are yours, now and forever. Amen.
Manatiling nakatindig, please remain standing with the Philippine flag carrier, James Batak of Bulacan DF Stars, and Mike Sampurna of Taguig Generals. Sabay-sabay po tayo para sa pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Please remain standing as we give respect to the team's hymn to sing the Taguig City hymn. Here's your Taguig Generals.
Bayang pinapala ng dakilang lumikha, may bagong pag-asa sa hangaring dakila, sa mahal kong bayan. Iay nating lahat, tapat na paglilingkod, Taguig ay sasagalan. Taguig magmaliwan ang lahat, di ka malilimot. Bayan kong sa kalbilan, sa'yo ko nadarama. Taguig ay paunlarin ang aming hangarin. Bayan kong Taguig, wala kang pagmamahalin. Taguig, magmaliwan ang lahat, di ka malilimot. Bayan kong sa kalbilan, sa'yo ko nadarama. Taguig ay paunlarin ang aming hangarin. Bayan kong Taguig, wala kang pagmamahalin.
Thank you very much, Taguig Generals and Bulacan DF Stars. Maaari na po silang umupo. Please be seated. Both teams at the center court for the pre-game handshake. And you still have time to warm up before we begin.
Ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalap ng BL. Ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalap ng BL. Ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalap ng BL. Ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalap ng BL. Ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalap ng BL. Ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalap ng BL. Ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalap ng BL. Ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalap ng BL. Ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalap ng BL. Ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalap ng BL. Ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalap ng BL. Ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalap ng BL. Ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalap ng BL. Ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown.
Mabuhay Pilipinas! Mabuhay lalawigan ng Camarines Sur! Welcome to the continuing action of the 2023 National Basketball League Pilipinas President's Cup. We are live here from the Fuerte Camsur Sports Complex in Pili, Camarines Sur. My name is Andy Servino and I'll be bringing you the action as it unfolds right before your very eyes. Our first game for today, this Sunday, is going to be a good one. It's going to be the undefeated, league-leading Taguig Generals taking on the DF Bulacan Stars. That's right. And expect, fireworks on this Sunday between these two teams. Of course, these teams, Bulacan and Taguig, they played last Friday against separate opponents here at the Fuerte Sports Complex. And on your screens right now, you see the team in white, the undefeated 4-0 Taguig Generals. That's right. They scored their fourth straight win at the expense of the Santa Rosa Lions, 102-84. And you can say that Taguig pulled away towards the latter stages of the fourth quarter, thanks in part to the big game of Mike Jefferson Sampurna, our best player. But look at the big disparity in shooting, 51% versus 37%. So that is a big factor. And like what I mentioned earlier, of course, the man of the moment last Friday, our best player, Mike Jefferson Sampurna. He simply went ballistic in the fourth quarter with moves like that. So he was penetrating, he was scoring on jumpers, he was scoring from all angles. And of course, his teammates knew that he was playing well. They kept on feeding him. And of course, Sampurna, more than obliged. And look at that. I guess that was the dagger that he hit to seal the deal. That's right, 15 points. But take note, 21 points. 15 of those 21 coming in the fourth quarter. And you add to that 9 rebounds, almost a triple-double. And 3 assists and a block for good measure. Again, you're on the screens, and he will be a marked man today. That's for sure. Mike Jefferson Sampurna. He is surely on the scouting report of the DF Bulacan Stars, who are on your screen right now. They are the team in red. And of course, after snapping their 3-game losing streak, they won. But again, the Stars are back on the losing track. They lost to the home team, the Camsur Express, by only 3 points, 85-88. A big factor there was, of course, the late game heroics of Joshua I of Camsur. But if you watch that game, you will remember that Bulacan controlled majority of the contest, especially in the second half. Of course, exhibiting, he was like the lone man who was trying to lift Bulacan. Just to a quick recap, Camsur raised to a 10-0 lead in that game. And then after that, Biteng started to score. But the thing is, it was only Biteng who was scoring. It took a while before somebody not named Exi Biteng scored for Bulacan. But still, Bulacan just made a game out of it. And, they got the game going. They were able to seize control by halftime. And they were leading big, actually, until Joshua I happened. Look at the numbers of Exi Biteng at 23 points on 7 of 16 shooting from the field. But that's good. Those are good numbers, 23, okay? But towards the end, you can say that Biteng's production sputtered a bit. And so after this, we'll break for a commercial and we'll bring you the starting lineups in our pre-game festivities.
Marahay na hapon sa 23. Kompleto na ang channel mo. It's the Taguig versus Bulacan on the NBL 2023 Season President's Cup. Here are the starters, beginning with the Taguig City Generals. At forward number 21, Fidel Castro. One guard number 6, Mark Ordonez. The other guard number 5, Edsel Galoy. Playing center number 3, Jonats Lontok. And at power forward number 0, LJ Mayo. Taguig City General's head coach is Bing Victoria assisted by Roderick Reyes. Now the starting five for Bulacan DF Stars. At guard number 55, XC Biteng. Forward number 29, James Batak. At point guard number 11, Christian Nesho. Power forward number 6, John Cruz. Playing center number 10, Joseph Celso. Bulacan DF Stars is led by Honorable Daniel Fernando. First assistant is Alan Ray Baluyot.
And,
Referees for this ball game.
and there you see on your screens right now the starting lineups of both teams. And you can say that the coaches are rewarding those players who played very well in the last outing. So jumping at center, it's going to be Jonathan Lontok against Joseph Celso. And we will be looking at the matchup at center. But before that, adjusting for positions early. These teams are really determined to win today. And of course, they want to have a happy trip going back to their provinces or cities after this game. Biteng feeds Celso, and no good. And they get it. Cruz. So fresh shot clock. Celso met by two defenders. It's Cruz. No good. Still Bulacan, and look at that. The patience of Bulacan paying off early, and this is good because like what I said, compared to their last game, it was Biteng who was single-handedly carrying the load for Bulacan. Now, we can see that it's possible that the other teammates will contribute early. Because, again, basketball is played by 5 players, not only 1. So, let's see if Taguig will score in their first possession. Oh, nice break by Mayo. Everything but the shot, though, but Mayo keeps it alive. So, another fresh shot clock for the Generals. Castro, too strong, and it's recovered by Nesho. Now, Nesho only had 5 points last time out, and they need a bounce back game from Nesho because if 5 points is not Christian Nesho, right? That's not his numbers. Biteng, no, it's cleared by Galoy. Galoy also had 5 points last time. I remember his teammates were really setting him up. They wanted him to get his confidence. Maybe today, let's see. Ordonez had 27 points last time out. Galoy, whoop, there's a foul, yes. First foul of the game. Say a double black eye there for Batak. He gets a foul at the same time. He gets poked in the eye. Let's see what happened here. Oh, okay. So the foul was given up, and then, inadvertent contact. Of course, the arm of Ordonez hitting the arm of Galoy hitting Batak on the face. So Galoy. Good on his first free throw, and that's the second point of the Generals. So the Generals, today they are looking for their 5th straight win. That's right, they are the only undefeated team in the 2023 NBL Pilipinas President's Cup. Nesho will attack. Oh, smothered by the defense. And let's see, ball will go the way of the white shirts of Taguig, the Generals. Ordonez. Maya will help bring the ball down because they know that Ordonez will be a marked man as well. Later on, we will see the entry of our best player, Mike Jefferson Sampurna. Meanwhile, Lontok, hand off to Galoy. 5 on the shot clock. Oh, stolen by Celso. Batak now on the run. Finds Nesho, and Nesho is tagged with a foul. So again, this early, it's a good idea to give the ball to Christian Nesho. Of course, we want to see a bounce back from Nesho after scoring only 5 points last Friday against the home team, the Kamsur Express. And last touch on a star. We're still dotted at 2-all. And over 2.5 minutes gone by, and this is not exactly a scoring pace. Oh, traveling on Ordonez. Good defense. Well, this is not exactly the scoring pace that we are used to when watching these teams, because Bulacan and Taguig, by the way, these are the two most potent offenses in the NBL, because they average these teams close to 100 points a game. And I guess Celso heard us talking about the slow score. Okay, here's a 3-point shot. And of course, we know that Celso can hit that. Let's see, what will Taguig do? Whoops! Oh! Whoa, that's a hard fall. Yeah, we felt that. John Michael Cruz, a hard fall. Let's hope he's okay. Take a look at it again. Okay, look at Cruz on the right side. He challenges Lontok, and then, wow, he falls. It looks like he falls on his hip. Let's see. Oh, wow. Let's hope he's okay. He's still on the floor. And the medics are, well, he's standing up, and that's a good sign. That's a good sign that he can walk on his own power. Of course, we saw the medics run in front of us. It looks like Cruz cushioned the impact of the fall with his forearm. So at the line, Jonathan Lontok for the free throw. No good. So score remains 5-2 in favor of the Stars. Second one on the way. Yes, good split here by Lontok. They're just behind by 2. Nesho, Batak, Celso now to Beating. Beating to Batak, step back for 3. Yes! And quickly now the lead of Bulacan up to 5. 8-3. Castro. They want Castro to start clicking from the long distance. Lontok will spin against the long arms of Celso. And you can say those long arms of Celso forced Lontok to change his shot. Take a look at this replay. Batak making sure that both his feet were beyond the line. 3 points easy for Warlow James Batak. Batak now to Cruz. And Cruz to XC against Galoy. Batak from a different angle and the same result. 6 points in a row for Batak. That's right. Back to back for Batak. Galoy against Beating. Lontok, yes. So down to 6 now. 11-5. Bulacan still on top. Good start actually for Bulacan. This is of course in contrast to their previous game wherein they allowed Kamsur to build an early 10-0 lead. Celso will try again for 3. Not this time. Ball tap. It's won by Mayo. Ordonez now. To Galoy for 3. Yes! So after a slow start, wherein the teams combined for 4 points for the first 2.5 minutes, the pace is now picking up to what we are used to when we watch these teams. Cruz. Yes! Gets a lucky bounce. And you can say that Cruz is okay. Of course, he gave us a few worries after we witnessed that hard fall of his. So we heard the thud on the wooden floor. And basket now for Lontok. Easy basket. Good read and good coordination between Mayo and Lontok. Of course, these two players are among the longer serving members of the Taguig Generals. They have been with the team since 2018 as Celso. Again, good teamwork between the two big men of Bulacan. Oh! Cruz anticipated the fancy dribble. And the counter steal by Ordonez. Ordonez hooks it to Castro. All right! And like what I said, that is what they need. They need Castro to click from the outside. Then again, no, the PCU connection working for Taguig. Biteng wants it back. No. And last touch on Cruz. Take a look at it again. They lob it inside to Lontok. Yes, alley-oop. And then, very unselfish. Good recognition. And that's what you get. You get that. You develop that by playing together for a long time. Yes. Lontok. Ordonez rather. Lontok with the offensive rebound is smothered. And Celso fighting for it. Another sorry miss for Mayo. Mayo still, so more shot clock for Taguig. Galoy. Castro opposite corner. Same result. 6 points now for Fidel Castro. And don't look now, the lead is in the hands of the Generals after that triple by Fidel Castro. 16-15. Nesho. They will play for the lead. Celso for 3. Celso is 1 out of 3 from long distance. Taguig wants to add to their 1-point lead. Mayo. Lontok. Thinks about it. Gives it to Castro. Castro. Lontok. Oh! That was a weak pass. Falls in the hands of Cruz. Beaten! Yes! So lead now back with the Stars. 17-16. Galoy. Ordonez rather. To Lontok. Lontok against Celso. We have a whistle. Let's see this contact. Yes, on Celso. First on Celso and now, but before that, look at this drive by Biteng that restored the lead to Bulacan. And now we have 3 new players coming in for Coach Bing Victoria and the Generals. Among them, Dan Anthony Natividad, Harvey Subrabas, and Francisco Tanchoco. Okay, Tanchoco for 3. So that's his first touch. He quickly fires. Of course, we know Tanchoco is another of the shooters of Taguig. So this time, Biteng, he is not connecting from the outside at the moment. He has scored on layups. Natividad, fresh in the game, his first basket, and now Taguig is just behind by 1. Nesho has yet to rest. Of course, Jamie Pablo, number 16, is in the game. He has replaced Celso. Cruz is still in the game. Nesho, floater, yes! And of course, if you're a fan of Bulacan, you want Nesho to click today and bounce back from his 5-point performance against the Express. Tanchoco. Oh, hustling for it. And we have a whistle. Oh, ball will go the way of Taguig. So now Samonte will give Nesho a breather. Also Suharto Mamaluba. And meanwhile, look at this. This is the floater of Nesho earlier. Of course, this is only points of the game so far. But of course, we're expecting Nesho to come back later on. Whoa, Tanchoco, 2 misses now from long distance. Of course, we know Tanchoco is a shooter from long distance. He played for the Engleton Colleges in Taguig City. To McKinley Hill, to be more specific. XC, shaking off the defense of Natividad. No. And now Natividad picks it up. Natividad has 2 points quickly to his name. Oh, nice scoop! But Santos is there. So Santos announcing his presence with the offensive rebound and in process during a foul from Batak. This is the second foul on Warlow James Batak. Now Cruz will sit down, and coming in is Samuel Peralta, and also checking in for Bulacan is Paulo Evaldo. So Cruz and Batak will sit down. So at the line, Noel Santos hoping to bring the Generals closer as we near the conclusion of our first quarter. Peralta, first touch to Biteng. So Biteng is the only starter remaining from both sides. Samonte to XC. XC will elude Mamaluba, just the baseline to Evardo to Samonte. Samonte, left-handed jumper, no! And Evardo could not control it. You know, I guess you can say that Samonte has been playing well as of late, and that's why the coaching staff, though they have given him more playing time, no, compared to the early portions of the President's Cup. Okay, 2-minute warning for the first quarter. Harvey, good line though, and is collared by Peralta. Again, this is the new player for Bulacan on his second game, Samuel Peralta from the Manuel L. Quezon University Stallions of the NASCU. Pablo for three, offline. And ball will go out in favor of... meanwhile, Aaron Wico will replace Biteng. So now finally, Biteng will take a rest. But he will be back. I can assure you that. Pablo looking for a friend. Hands it off to Wico. Wico. Peralta. Good jumper. Too strong. And good defense by Samonte. But Natividad recovers. And Natividad losing control. And that's going to be a foul on Peralta. First foul on Samuel. Okay, look at this sequence. This is the Natividad losing possession. Meanwhile, Santos cannot convert, but look at that, Mamaluba still. And referee's hot play. You know, you like the effort of Suharto Mamaluba Jr. Foul is on Wico. So that will send Mamaluba to the free throw line. You know, he could make a good combination with Fidel Castro, because Fidel Castro is sitting on the bench right now. You got Fidel Castro and Suharto, two famous world leaders. Anyway, second one coming. And it's good for Suharto. Mamaluba. Bulacan having trouble. Okay, finally, Wico gets it. And Wico rushes to their front court. Samonte using the Peralta screen. Whips it to Wico. No, long rebound. Back to Wico. So poor backs out. So they allow the three-point shooter to get the offensive rebound. And they feed Peralta. And I guess this early the team has realized that that's the game of Samuel Peralta. He is really an inside operator. You know, ever since his days at MLQU. Look at that steal by Peralta. We'll take a fast break. They have the numbers. Wico. Yes, yes. And look at this. They did not mark Natividad. 25-23, 2-point lead for Bulacan. Last shot time here for the Stars. As the game clock is winding down to 5 seconds. Samonte knows it. Samonte. All right, last shot here for Taguig. No, the buzzer has sounded. So, after a slow start, the teams have finally found their groove, and the scoring pace has picked up considerably. Especially when you see that the players of both sides are hitting from the three-point distance and taking high percentage shots. Like that. See that nothing can be more higher percentage than a point-blank stab and the layup. Like that. And that's a score, 25-23. We'll be back with the second quarter after this commercial break. You are watching the NBL President's Cup. Welcome back. This is the start of the second quarter. And on your screens right now is our official standings. That's right. The 7 teams are divided into 2 groups. Of course, we have Group A and Group B. And they will play the inter format. Meaning they will play the teams of the other group twice and their group mates once. Then after that, the top 2 teams of both the groups will engage in a best of 3 crossover semifinals, and then the survivors of those series will tangle in a best of 5 finals for the NBL 2023 President's Cup. Alright? So you can see on your screens right now that the Taguig Generals are lording it over Group B, while over in Group A, our host, the Capsule Express, they're on top at 2-1. But of course, it's still too early to tell. We still have a lot of basketball to play. A lot can happen between now and the end of the elimination. So I hope you watch all the games of the NBL President's Cup either live at the venue or of course on our social media and of course on Aliw Channel 23. Now we will digest the statistics from the first quarter. But before that, let's take a look at these free throws by Dan Anthony Natividad. No, he cannot tie the game, but they keep it alive. All right, Natividad has it. So another chance for Taguig to grab the lead. Natividad, oh, he is clipped. So that means free throws again. So while we prepare for the free throws, look at the shooting clip of Bulacan in that first quarter. 11 out of 25, that's 44%. Compare that to 7 out of 20 for Taguig, only 35%. And I am surprised. Look at this big disparity in rebounds. Now, Taguig may be behind, but they are dominating the rebounds 19-8. Okay? But of course, Bulacan playing better as a team. 9 assists compared to only 7 for the Stars. And of course, the leading scorers for the teams, we have Castro with 6. Okay? And on the part of Taguig, oh wow. With Batak for Bulacan has 8 to lead the Stars. And by the way, here's some good news, okay? We are going to raffle off. Okay, get this. We're going to raffle off 2 24-inch TVs and 3 electric fans during the second game. Of course, that's going to be the Capsule Express against the visiting Santa Rosa Live. So please, stay with us for that second game. Watch us live here at the Fuerte Capsule Sports Complex. Of course, on Aliw Channel 23. And if you're not in the Philippines, on our social media. That's right. Of course, these prizes are courtesy of our friend, Mr. Nonoy Magtoto. And that's right. At ang mga bagong amigo ng ikatlong distrito ng Camarines Sur. As of course, this time Suplabas is credited with the basket. I could use a TV. Oh, back-to-back hits for Harvey. So the shock of the bench, Harvey Subrabas. As the ball lands in the hands of Coach Roderick Reyes. But he's a coach, not a player. Of course, this is part of the back-to-back hits. And look at that, the hustle of Harvey. Again, Harvey, another of the Taguig General Originals. And we'll talk more about that after this commercial break. Stay with us for more action here at the NBL President's Cup. So again, there it is. The green light is on And I believe it is Taguig. That's right. Coach Bing Victoria has filed a coach's challenge. And this is the bone of contention. You can see the ball is, being blocked by our players. And I guess he wants to challenge the out of bounds call. Well, based on what we saw in the video, the ball was it was eclipsed by the two players, so we cannot give a proper description. But let us wait for the official verdict. Here it is.
The challenge made by Taguig Generals was successful.
Oh,
Ball
okay.
possession, Generals.
So it is a successful challenge by Coach Bing Victoria. That means the ball will stay with the Generals, or go the way of the Generals, because earlier the referees awarded the ball to Bulacan. So it has been reversed. Natividad to Santos. Back to Santos. Natividad, two-man game. This time Natividad will fire. He gets it. Fakes. This time, Mike Sampurna, our best players in the game. Subrabas. No. And battle won by Santos. And he gets the roll. Yes. Hard work of Santos paying off. Foul is on Peralta, so 2 fouls now on Samuel. So Santos now, all eyes on Noel Santos. Miss. Oh, but look at that, Subrabas out-rebounding the much taller Joseph Celso. Natividad. Oh, well read by the defense, but there's a hack. And if it's on Peralta, that's foul number 3 on Samuel. And this is a cause of concern because Peralta has played a total of, a total of 5 minutes, and he already has 3 fouls. So Sampurna, continuing from his good play from last Friday. Biteng to Peralta. So Peralta is still on the floor. He rolls to the basket, but it's short. Picked up by Natividad. Natividad quickly to Santos, the anchor of that break. And because of that, Bulacan has seen enough. They will call a timeout with 8:51 left, but before that, look at the instant impact of our Mike Jefferson Sampurna. Look at that jackknife layup. That's a score, and we'll be back for more in the NBL President's Cup. And welcome back, basketball fans. Look at the numbers of Joseph Celso. 11 points and 12 rebounds in the losing effort against the Camsur Express. Of course, those are his usual numbers. But then again, and as we speak, Celso adds to his total for today. And now Celso has, that's his 7th point. Oh, check that. Yes, 7 points for Celso. And this time Mamaluba getting one over Celso. But then again, no, if you remember the one of the final plays of that game, Celso, no, he went for a 2-pointer instead of a 3-pointer. I said back then, no, he was probably playing for the percentages because there was a significant number of seconds left. So I guess he went for the 2 points instead of 3 points, even if he could hit a 3-point shot. But before anything else, we have a unsportsmanlike foul signaled, so both teams are being separated. The referees will review. Right, here's what happened. Oh, it's more of a, I believe this is a landing spot. Oh, but look at that. Look at Mamaluba just erase a Celso on the right side of your screen. Or left side rather. Here. Okay, I guess they are looking at the collision between Mamaluba and Celso. Though easily the two biggest bodies on the floor right now. It was not the shot, okay? It was away from the ball. Because, of course, our cameras first focused on the shot. And then there was a collision on the left side of your screen. There you see on the screen there, Joseph Celso and Suharto Mamaluba Jr. Of course, players talking amongst themselves. In this situation, I don't know. On your screens there, that's Coach Bonnie Garcia and Coach Michael Gonzalez calling the shots today for the Bulacan Stars in lieu of head coach Governor Daniel Fernando. So here's the decision.
Foul on number 26, Mamaluba.
Okay.
That's his first team foul.
So the foul is given to Mamaluba for his body check on Celso. It's just an ordinary foul. Mamaluba can heave a sigh of relief. But still, a foul is a foul. 8 minutes and change left. Oh, nice jumper by Batak. And good movement without the ball. Again, if you want to be good in basketball, or take their example, move without the ball, or don't wait for the ball to go to you. Meanwhile, Lontok will battle Celso. Yes. And I really admired, ever since, I admired Jonathan Lontok because he is most of the time a head shorter than most of the big centers of the other teams, but yet he gets to outplay the taller centers. Alright, XC Biteng is back in the contest. And he whips it out to Cruz, who is also returning. Well, I guess they're still cold after that long spell. This is, of course, a starting five of Bulacan. Oops! And caught the basket for Natividad. See there, Celso getting in contact, his hand getting in contact with the net. And that could have easily been called as a goaltend. But again, the shot went in, so it's moot and academic. Meanwhile, Batak, ball goes out of bounds. Okay, now another starter returning. Meanwhile, this is what I'm talking about. You know, you should admire the way Jonathan Lontok has outplayed the other big men who are much taller than him, and of course that shot by Natividad again should have been a goaltend, but it went in. So same effect. Santos now taking the handoff. Santos hemmed in well by the defense. Sampurna has 2 points to his name. Natividad, no. And believe it or not, Natividad only has, I believe, 4 points in this game. Here in our count. All right, foul is on. Let's see. It's on Castro. So 2 fouls for Castro. He has 2 fouls and 2 3-point shots. And their screens there, of course, Coach Benito, Bing Victoria. Yep, I've been watching Coach Victoria ever since he was in high school at the Adamson University. And now he's a coach. Wow. So Nesho adding to his 2 points. He now has 4 points, which is 1 point away from his 5 points last time out. And we're just in the We're just midway in the second quarter. Andy Servino here at the Puerto Sports Complex. Glad you could join us. As Nation now has exceeded his 5 points from last Friday. Oh, 3 on the way! That's the third triple in the game for Fidel Castro. So this time, Bulacan will slow it down. Biteng wants the 3 points back. He gets it back. So he trims the gap to 7. Of course, earlier it was Bulacan with a good start that controlled a good portion of the first quarter. Meanwhile, Santos. 3-point play in the offense for Noel Santos. Look at that. Simply eluding Cruz, and Cruz forced to play defense with his hands and not with his feet. This is Biteng getting the 3 points back after that triple by Castro. Of course, in real time, you know, this, oh, it's a long 2. By the way, in real time, that shot of Castro came first and then Biteng. Anyway, it's a 9-point lead for Taguig with about 5 minutes left. Cruz, jumper, too strong. Rebound by Bata, gives it to Celso. Biteng. Oh, wedgie! And this is the first wedgie of our trip here in Camsor. That's right. So it will mean a... so it's a wedgie, so it will mean a jump at center court. That's right. Between Celso and I guess they will nominate, yes, they will nominate Lontok, just like the way they started the game. Of course, new player in for Bulacan for the first time, Dick Benedictos, one of their designated 3-point shooters. Of course, it was Benedictos, his heave at the dying seconds of last Friday's game. It missed and could have sent the game to overtime. That's why Camsur won by 3 points, 88-85. Celso asserting his height and heft underneath. Nesho telling his teammates to take their positions. XC against 3 defenders. Celso is open! Yes! Good read by Biteng. No, 3 defenders collapsing on him as he drove for the basket. So Celso was open. Good vision there by XC. Sampurna only has 2 points. But then again, just like last Friday, it's not how many you score, it's when you score that counts more. And of course, Sampurna with 15 points in that fourth quarter to really inflict the damage on the Santa Rosa Lions. Nesho. He'll wait for XC. They'll do the half-court set. Celso, this is his 4th attempt from the outside. Cruz has it, missing the gimme. And now Lontok, the big man, will anchor the break. He will go all the way, and he draws the foul. That's right, no choice. Last line of defense. Celso forced to give up the foul. Only the second on Celso. So you can say that Celso has done a good job of managing his fouls. So it will send Jonathan Lontok to the line. So again, Lontok, one of the originals of the Generals from 2018. He was already on the team. Now with the likes of Harvey Subrabas, Mike Jefferson Sampurna, Larry John Mayo. Of course, the other players, especially the youngsters, came in one by one later on. Of course, 2018, that was what, 5 years ago? Yeah. So in the span of 5 years, players have come in and out of the Taguig Generals. Meanwhile, Jeric Sumampong is in the game. And look at this, Sam Peralta, despite being saddled with foul trouble, is in the game. He's back in the game, so I guess Peralta must make sure that he must stay away from his fourth foul as Exi is fouled on the jump shot. Here it is, look at that. Again, oh, look at that. Biteng landed on the foot. His foot got into contact with the foot of Lontok. And I guess first one is a miss. That's the brain thrust of the Taguig Generals, led of course by the head coach Benito Bing Victoria. Split at the line for Biteng. Sampurna now to the corner, Castro. Oh yes! All right, so this time it is a 3. Earlier, now he has officially 3 3-point shots. The one before that, it was a long 2, though his toe was on the line. Okay, Biteng. They are behind by 10. So third foul on Castro. But let's see, our referees signed. Okay, our referees raised their, they made the sign. So I guess it will be a 3-point shot. Unless challenged later on or reviewed. Benedictos will drive with the scoop. And he draws the foul. Uh-oh, if this is on Castro, this is bad news. And that is the 4th on Castro. So at the line, Dict Benedictos, or Benedict Harold Benedictos, that's his full name. From Malolo City, and of course, studied at the Pasig Catholic College. And one of his teammates then, on that batch, Gio Calacalzada of the Santa Rosa Lions, who will play later on today against the home team, the Camsur Express. Sampurna does the double team, and again, after winning best player last Friday, obviously Sampurna has earned the respect of the Bulacan defense. All right, Generals with a ceasefire. They're on top by 9, and we'll be back for more for NBL President's Cup. Stay there, please. Live action. Look at the numbers of Larry John Mayo against the Lions last Friday. A double-double. Actually, he almost got a triple-double. He was 3 assists short of a triple-double. And look at that, 4 blocks. So really some fantasy numbers for Larry John Mayo against the Lions. And of course, the Lions, talking about the Lions, they want to bounce back in our main game against the host, Camsur Express. So hope you can join us for that game immediately after the conclusion of our first game today. Castro. So he is not being replaced despite having 4 fouls. Oh, Benedictos whips it to Sumampong. Yes. And again, good recognition by Benedictos to for Sumampong, who was in a higher percentage position to score. Castro. Sampurna. 2-minute warning for the first half. All right, steal by Biteng. Anchored on Benedictos. Yes. All right, we got a late rally here for the Stars. Let's see. Let's see, Taguig must wake up. And I guess Coach Victoria sensing danger, so he will reinsert Mark Edison Ordonez at the next dead ball. We have a whistle. Let's see, it's against... Oh, Paul De La Cruz. Only the first on De La Cruz. Yes. So now Ordonez, as we announced earlier, will return. And he will replace Castro. Okay, so a PCU Dolphin for a PCU Dolphin. Okay, Sampurna for his next free throw. They are behind now by only 5 after leading by as much as 11, 10 points earlier. De La Cruz crossing the timeline against Ordonez. Hand off to Benedicto. So Benedicto has yet to attempt from the outside. Beating does. No. Oh, strong rebound there by Peralta. And of course, every time that happens, you know, fans of Bulacan will hold their collective breath and hope that a foul is not assessed to Peralta. Okay. First one, though, is a miss. And of course, this was the young man we were talking about earlier, Larry John Mayo. No, almost a triple-double last time out. Ordonez against De La Cruz. Ordonez having trouble. And he crosses the timeline. Sampurna now to the posting Lontok. This is a good matchup. Two well-built players, almost the same height and physique. Oh, a lot of arms getting entangled. And referees make the sign for sportsmanlike foul. So again, they have to be separated. They're not allowed to talk to their coaches. And the referees will review the video to make sure that they will make the right call. Of course, we saw there a lot of arms, the extremities of Peralta and Lontok getting entangled. Maybe referee should review the second and third motions. Not just the second motion, even the third motion. Here it is, look at that. You know, post up, good post up defense there by Peralta. A little bit on the physical side. All right, here's Ordonez. And then they try to box each other out. Oh, wow. The elbow of, it looks like the elbow of Lontok hit Peralta on the, what's that, the Adam's apple? Oh, wow. Let's see how the referees will, oh, okay. Oh, okay. So a flagrant foul, penalty 1, is given to Jonathan Lontok. So it will mean free throws and possession for Bulacan. And it's at the line is Samuel Peralta. So Peralta is 1 out of 2. Make that 2 out of 3. There's Bulacan in their fiery red. Yesterday they wore their white uniforms. Again on your screen there, that's Coach Bonnie Garcia. Meanwhile, Lontok will sit down and he is replaced by team captain Kevin Oliveria. And before we play this final 52 seconds, we have a timeout. And that's our score. And we'll be back for more of your NBL President's Cup. All right, let's look at some replays here. This is Ordonez Of course, Ordonez are coming off a 27-point performance against the Santa Rosa Lions last Friday. Of course, these are the highlights of Ordonez towards achieving 27 points. That's right, confirmation. Look at that, 27 points. And he's perfect from the outside, 4 out of 4. And mind you, those 4 triples of Ordonez really hurt. You can say it demoralized the Lions. But then again, credit also to Santa Rosa, especially Shinichi Manaksa. Manaksa, he tried his best, yes. He tried his best to bring back his Lions into contention, but at the end, they fell short because of Mike Jefferson Sampurna, our best player. By the way, Sampurna is in the game. He's over there at the corner. And referee says it's going to be Bulacan basketball.
Timeout, Bulacan TF Stars.
So now the Stars, it's their turn to call a timeout with 36 seconds left in the first half. And we'll be back for those 36 seconds after this commercial break. Stay with us, please. And welcome back. You're just in time to join us for the final 36 seconds of the first half at the Cervino at the Fuerte Camsur Sports Complex in Pili, Camarines Sur. Alright, so we have 36 seconds left before we call it the first half. 14 on the shot clock. So there's a 12-second differential. That means the ball will go back to Taguig after this play. Miteng, Peralta. So I've seen this move from Samuel so many times. That is his signature move. Oh, Galoy! Yes! They needed that because they were only ahead by 3. Now they're on top by 5. Let's see, Benedictos. With 5 seconds left in the half. Looks at the clock. Using the Peralta screen. Benedictos for 3. Short. Recovered by Sampurna. And that is the end of our first 24 minutes. And our score is 53-48, a 5-point lead for the Stars. And again, look at the emotions on everybody, on the coaches, on the players. Again, this is how much they want to win today in the NBL President's Cup. That's our score. And we'll be back to break down the first half after this break. Stay with us, please.
Handang makipagsabayan NBL. Ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng BL. Ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown. Handang makipagsabayan. Bayan NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng NBL, ito liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalap ng NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalap ng NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalap ng NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalap ng NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalap ng NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalap ng NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalap ng NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalap ng NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalap ng NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalap ng NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL.
The first half, look at the field goal shooting of the Generals on the left-hand side of your screen. Better field goal percentage, 46% compared to only 41 for Bulacan. But here's the key stat. Look at that. The much shorter Generals are dominating the rebounds, 31 to 22. Now, this is one aspect of the game that has not been exploited by Bulacan, their height advantage. And of course, we see the points in the paint, 20 to 26. Bulacan is leading, but again, look at the rebounds. Or of course, here's our leading scorers. Fidel Castro, 11 points, built on 3 triples. On the other hand, the only player in double figures for Bulacan, Warlow James Batak with 10. And actually, everybody, the top scorers are almost the same number of points. I guess it is the bench support, or the role players that have been the difference. Of course, you can say more contributors from the role players by Taguig. Of course, you see on your screens there right now the leading scorer for both the teams. So earlier, Warlow James Batak tying his shoes, and now here on your screen is Fidel Castro. Of course, one thing though to note about Castro, he has 11 points, but he also has 4 fouls. So he better watch it. He should stay away from his 5th foul by all means necessary. Of course, exhibiting typical numbers, 8 points. His average is around 18, 19 points a game. So that should be par for the course so far for Biteng. Okay, I can also say the same for Joseph Celso, 9 points. And other good performers, you got Lontok with 8 and Noel Santos with 8. Of course, it will take a while before we see Lontok because he was slapped on a flagrant foul penalty 1 in that first half. So he has to sit down, and I believe he will be eligible to enter in about a few minutes or so. Meanwhile, Galoy, that's the 9th point now of Galoy. So now Galoy hoping to join Castro as the only Generals in double figures. And the miss, so total stays at 9, but they recover. So Lontok, by the way, is back. He has already served his, his penalty after that flagrant foul. Of course, he elbowed Sam Peralta on the throat. And we can only imagine how painful that is. Meanwhile, Biteng against Galoy. Nesho now. Christian Nesho has he scored 5 points in the first half, which matches his total from last Friday's game. XC using the Celso screen. Celso, nice roll, and they run out of time. So a 24-second shot clock violation forced by the Generals. Good defense by Taguig. Again, Taguig Generals, they are looking for their 5th straight win. And right now, they're the undisputed solo leader of Group B at 4-0. Of course, they are joined in Group B by the Tatak Gel Binyan, currently at 2-4, and Team Muntinlupa at 0-2. So only 3 teams in Group B, and then the other 4 are in Group A, which is right now being paced by the Kamsur Express at 2-1. So there's a foul. It will mean free throws for Mayo. And another grim development for Bulacan. 4th foul on Batak, and he could not believe it. Yes, 4 fouls now on Warlow James Batak. Now Mayo obliges with the free throw, and again, the coaching staff, that's Coach Bing Victoria, flanked by assistant coaches Christopher Villamayor on the left and assistant coach Roderick Reyes on the right. So one more free throw here for Larry.
Correction, the last foul was on number 25, Sam Peralta.
Oh!
That's his 4th.
Nonetheless, wait, we have a correction here by our Coliseum announcer. The foul is not on Batak. It's on Samuel Peralta, but it remains the same. The player, that's the 4th foul of the player. So now, Peralta has 4 fouls. Celso handoff to Batak. Now Batak gets a reprieve of sorts. He has 3 fouls. One-hander, yes. So now Batak will continue to be the leading scorer for the Bulacan Stars, as Ordonez now has it. Mayo against Celso, too strong. Tap to the wrong person. It's with Nesho. Batak now will run. Yes! On all 5 cylinders, just like he was running on the North Luzon Expressway. Of course, the Bulacan Stars, they took the expressway going here. They took several expressways, actually, to get here to Pili. Meanwhile, Nesho has now exceeded his total from the last game. So we can safely say now this is a bounce back up now for Nesho. And we are now seeing the regular numbers of Christian Nesho, which is a good sign for Bulacan. They're just behind by 2 after that field goal by Christian. Let's see how Taguig will react. Peralta continuing to play defense despite being saddled with 4 fouls. Nesho bounces it to Celso. Celso bobbles, and last touch on Joseph. It will mean Taguig basketball. Look at Nesho feeding Batak, skying on all 5 cylinders. And then Nesho will take it himself, and that's why they're just behind by 2. Galoy. Oh, that's an obvious foul. That's an obvious foul.
Pushing foul on number 6, John Cruz.
Yes.
That's his 3rd.
You see that last sequence, Cruz pushed his teammate, but his teammate got into contact with a general, so that's the foul. Actually, you should not use your teammates as props. A scramble for it, and the referee says jump ball. Everybody wants to get a hold of that Spalding basketball, the official basketball of the NBL President's Cup. So wet spot here, it will mean a jump at that circle closest to the Taguig basket. It's going to be between, I believe, to be Nesho and Mayo, since they're the ones lining up. Meanwhile, Natividad will replace Fidel Castro, and it looks like Castro has not gotten his shooting going after that torrid first half. Well, I guess, of course, one thing also on the mind right now of Fidel is his 4 fouls. He's trying to stay away from foul number 5, which will make him an endangered species. So of course you can obviously Mayo with a height advantage, but let's see. All right, he gives it to Natividad. Ordonez for three. No. Galoy with the rebound. Galoy erasing the defense, and Celso is fouled on the rebound. So first on Galoy. Cruz now to Nesho. Met by Ordonez. Again, I like this matchup. Batak. Sees an opening. Oh, Batak! Too much backspin on that layup. Natividad now speeding. He does not want the defense to set up, but he applies the brakes. Ordonez using the Mayo screen. Natividad wants a clear out. Again, another screen by Mayo. Tap from behind. Cruz hustling for it. And Natividad gets it back, and there's a foul. And this time, Cruz joins the group of players with 4 fouls each. Stay too early to pick up your 4th foul. Ordonez to the corner, finds Natividad. Natividad to Lontok. Lontok baseline against 2 defenders. Somebody's open. Galoy. Ball tap. It's won by Nesho. And this is the game of Nesho. Open court basketball. Beat them with the hop. No hoop. Galoy passing to Lontok. Oh, great defense again. But of course, what they have to convert, the Stars have to convert this defense into points. Viteng still unsuccessful. Lontok. Oh yes! Count the basket plus the foul for Jonathan. So a bonus free throw coming here for Lontok. Here's what happened. Oh! And that is the 5th foul on John Michael Cruz. So he's the first player in the game with 5 fouls. So I guess they have no choice. But look at this, Benedictos comes in, but it's not for Cruz, it's for Batak. So bonus free throw here for Lontok. 58-54, make that 59-54. So now, you can say Taguig breathing a little easier after that mild threat by Bulacan. Returns for John Cruz. Oh, quick stint on the bench for Batak. He comes into the place of John Cruz. So I guess they realize that Cruz has 5 fouls. So they need to preserve him for the 4th quarter, which is about 7 basketball minutes away. Celso with the tip. No. Kept alive for the Stars. Oh, what a deep drive. Actually, too deep. Celso. Wico! No! And, all right, it's with the gig now. And good defense there by Wico to break it up. It will allow Bulacan to set up their defense. Mayo. Lontok. Faking the 3. Natividad. Against 3 defenders. Feeds it to the open Wico. And oh, yeah, that's obvious. That's an obvious out of bounds. The foot of Galoy was very much planted beyond the line. Sampurna is back. Of course, you will say Sampurna, no, his production today not that high, but come on, we still have the 4th quarter, and you expect Sampurna to turn on the gas come the 4th. Sumampong will come back. Of course, the big man rotation for Bulacan has greatly been affected with the injury to Army Humaco, who, by the way, is in civilian clothes today. Meanwhile, a warning is given to Taguig for improper bench decor. But going back to RV, he hurt himself a few games ago. He was in uniform last Friday, but he did not play. But today, he is now in his civilian clothes. So it is very obvious that Humakyo will not see action today. They will be missing his over 15 points a game average. Actually, Humakyo is the second leading scorer of Bulacan. Before the injury, he's the second leading scorer behind exhibiting.
Holding foul on number 21, Jerick Sumampong, penalty. That's his first foul.
So, first foul on Jerick Sumampong on your screens right now, number 21. And also, of course, with the entry of Samuel Peralta to the team, it looks like they have put Liwag or Aldrich Liwag on the reserve list. It looks like Liwag is not on the bench right now. In fact, he has not joined the team on this trip. Meanwhile, Wico to Celso with 10 on the shot clock. Benedictos will sky, and he draws the foul. So today, you can see that most of the attempts, the majority of the attempts of Benedictos are high percentage shots. In fact, if we check the numbers from the first half, Benedictos only attempted once from the three-point line. And good on the free throw is Benedictos. Is Benedictos attempting only once from the outside that he did not go in. So I guess he is thinking, might as well go for the high percentage shot. And now, Benedictos trims the lead of Taguig to only 5, 61-56, as we see the return of Zuharto Mamaluba Jr. Natividad. Using the screen of Mamaluba. Natividad is forced to move far away. He finds Santos, who gives it to Sampurna. Sampurna, the ball bounced on the foot of Sampurna. So it triggers this fast break, and Sumampong! And I don't think Sumampong, I don't think his feet left the ground. Let's see there. See, the dribble on the foot triggered this fast break. So very unselfish play there, yes. The feet of a Sumampong hardly left the floor. But it's 2 points. So if you're a fan of Bulacan, yes, you like those points. You welcome those points, no matter how it was scored. And don't look now. Only 2 points separating these two teams. We got a good one brewing here at the Fuerte Sports Complex in Pili, Camarines Sur. Natividad outside to Sampurna. Sampurna, that's his patented drive. And it is just as effective. Handoff now, Benedictos. Celso, thinking about the three. Changes his mind. Gives it to Wico. Wico moves closer. Wico with the reverse. Again, 2-point lead, 63-61, Natividad. And the whistle, what's the call? It's on Mamaluba.
Pushing foul on number 26, so Mamaluba, his second 4th foul.
All right, De La Cruz, met by Subrabas. Celso, looking for a teammate. Sumampong asking for it. Instead, Celso will shoot a three. We have a whistle. Foul away from the ball. So the fouls on Subrabas, second one on Harvey. So Subrabas will sit down, and a taller lineup now with the entry of Francisco Tanchoco. 40 on the shot clock. Sumampong now outside to De La Cruz. Cut by Benedictos! All right, and that is the first triple of the game for Benedictos. And if you're Bulacan, we hope that that will not be the last from Benedictos. Sampurna asking for a clear out. He wants to go one-on-one against Celso. He will take advantage of his foot speed. And a whistle. Fouls on Celso. And the third foul on Celso. And now Bulacan in the penalty. It will mean free throw time for Mike Jefferson Sampurna. First one is good. So now we are tied at 64 all. Second one to give back the lead. No. But we have another whistle. So this time it's Mamaluba who is spotted for the foul. So it will send Celso to the line. As you see, Mamaluba hearing it from assistant coach Christopher Villamayor. At the line, Joseph Celso. Of course, Celso in college, he split time between Manuel L. Quezon University, but he was not teammates with Peralta. No? He came in before Samuel Peralta came in. At Manuel L. Quezon, and then he transferred to Centro Escolar University, and then ended up with the AMA University. Yeah. And now he's with the Bulacan Stars. Natividad. They are behind now by 2 after dominating majority of this contest. Mamaluba! No! And it's controlled by Sumampong. And he quickly gives it to the point guard, De La Cruz. De La Cruz will wait for Celso. Celso. And he hands up to Wico. Celso asking for it. He gets it. Hand off now to De La Cruz. De La Cruz whips it to the corner. Wico kills the lizard. And now Sampurna. Oh, Santos bubbling, but Santos able to recover in time for the 2 points. Celso. We are tied at 66 all. We got 4 sixes on our scoreboard. Oh, yes! Now, Paul De La Cruz is not exactly one of the top scorers of Bulacan, but what an impact that basket by De La Cruz. They're now on top, 69-66. And that is a foul on De La Cruz. Here it is, that basket by De La Cruz. But then again, if you see that your role players like Paul De La Cruz are contributing, that is, the coaches will be happy. And then after that shot, De La Cruz getting slapped a foul as the Bulacan calls a timeout. But before the timeout, we have a coach's challenge by the Bulacan Stars. And we'll be back to talk about that challenge after this break. Stay with us, please. Welcome back. We have a coach's challenge. The green light is on. And now referees are discussing. Let's see what happened here. All right. So here's the one-on-one between Sampurna and De La Cruz. And, well, yeah, De La Cruz, you can say, he established his defensive position. It looks like he did. Oh, okay. All right. Wait. Let's see. Let's wait for the contact. Let's wait for the contact. Oh, okay. So here's the thing. De La Cruz, You can say he establishes defensive position, but if you look closely at his feet, okay, you notice that they are not firmly planted on the floor. All right, his heels are a little up, so the weight of his body is on his forefoot, not on his heel. So you can say that he has not clearly established his defensive position. But then again, let's leave it to the experts, the referees, to give the verdict. Now we're just describing what we see on the video to give you guys an idea of what could be the basis of the decision. Meanwhile, we have a lull here. Let's just clarify with our viewers, especially those on Aliw Channel 23. If you notice, we started a little bit earlier than usual today. It's because later on today, there will be a special on Aliw Channel 23 about their station launching. Right. So please watch that after the NBL President's Cup doubleheader. It's a special about the launch of Aliw Channel 23. So kumpleto na ang channel mo. So the green light is still on. That means they are still weighing the evidence, the pros and cons. So the teams are waiting. So we have 2 minutes and 9 seconds left before we end the third quarter. And suddenly, we have a close game, and for sure, both these teams want control of the game entering the deciding fourth quarter. So there you see the coaches of the Bulacan Stars. Here's the Taguig Generals. So we'll just wait for the official word from our officials. The contention there is, of course, will it be a foul on De La Cruz, or it'll be transformed into an offensive foul for Sampurna? But of course, there was obvious contact. Of course, Sampurna, just crashed. He got into contact with De La Cruz, but the idea there is, did De La Cruz establish his defensive position? Because if it is to be an offensive foul, the defender must have established his defensive position. So if ever, another tip for the players, for those aspiring players, if you want to draw a foul, just stand there and freeze. Do not move at all. All right, just be ready to catch the brunt, the full weight of the attacking offensive player. All right, here's the verdict.
The challenge made by DF Bulacan Stars was successful.
Oh, okay.
The ball was an offensive foul. Ball possession,
So,
DF Stars.
It is deemed an offensive foul for Sampurna. So, successful challenge. So, ball will go the way of Bulacan. So, no foul on De La Cruz. Instead, it will be given to Sampurna. So maybe this will energize, this successful challenge will energize Bulacan. And they hope to add to their 3-point lead. Celso for 3. He likes that shot. Oh yes, the shot likes him back. Now, Joseph Celso has to hit a 3-point shot. I think he has to hit. That's his personal goal. I have to hit a 3-point shot at least once every game. Natividad against okay, this is the 3-point shot of Celso. Actually, he has a good touch for a big man. and that will really, force the defense of Taguig to rethink. Meanwhile, Natividad at the line with about 92 seconds left before we enter the deciding fourth quarter. And look at that, look at the background. Sampuna and De La Cruz still laughing at each other after they figured in that sequence earlier. All right, De La Cruz continue to be defended by Sampurna. De La Cruz now to Reyes. Benedictos. He hit a three-point shot earlier. Instead, he will drive to gives it to Sumampong. Sumampong is too strong. Right, the Natividad. They are behind by 5, but they throw the ball away. Look at this. Our halftime score was 53-48 in favor of Taguig. So that means, as we speak, with 1 minute left, Bulacan has outscored Taguig 24-14. Wow! Second triple of the game for Benedictos, and this is a bad sign for Taguig. Benedictos is heating up. That's all Benedictos needs. He needs his shots to get in, to get his confidence. Santos. Good defense here by Bulacan. Mamaluba! How would you feel if somebody as big and as wide and also as heavy as Mamaluba is suddenly charging towards you? Anyway, here's that triple by Benedictos, his second of the game. And like what I said, the scouting report on Benedictos, he needs to get his shots going. And after that, he will be on automatic mode. So at the line, Mamaluba. So here's the answer to my question. If Mamaluba is charging towards you, I guess the only way to save yourself is to give up a foul. Or simply move back, move aside. Okay, second free throw coming here for Suharto. Mamaluba. All right, De La Cruz will do the inbound. They're ahead by 6 with 21 seconds left. So possible last basket here for the Stars. Again, this third quarter has definitely belonged to the Bulacan Stars. And of course, right now we can safely say our fans there, up there in Bulacan, are happy with the way their Stars are playing, and they hope that it will continue. Oh, wait. Before we conclude our third quarter, we have a whistle. Yes. We have a whistle. We are not yet done with our third quarter. We still have some matters. Let's see. Here's the sequence. Okay, the miss and then the battle for the rebound. And then Santos. Oh, he wanted to shoot. Look at that. Sumampong grabbing him from behind. And then look at it. Looks like Santos has hits Sumampong on the head with the basketball. Here's a different angle. Of course, you see there Sumampong grabbing on the jersey of Santos. And then I don't know if this is intentional or what. Look at that. Santos says yes, he was grabbing my jersey. So I guess we are not yet done. Yes, our scoreboard here at the Fuerte Sports Complex is still at 0. So that means we are not yet in our fourth quarter. We are not yet done with the third. Okay, so referees are conferring with our commissioner, Edward Aquino, and of course our technical head, Tom Ilaw. Yes, well, it's a good thing that the, especially Sumampong, did not react after he was hit on the head with the ball by Santos. It was actually simultaneous with our third quarter buzzer. So there's a panoramic shot of the Fuerte Camp Sur Sports Complex. Good crowd here to witness the first game, and for sure this crowd will grow even bigger in time for our second game between the visiting Santa Rosa Lions and the home team, the Camp Sur Express. Yes, you better hurry up. These seats are filling up fast. And of course, we're expecting a big crowd because the Express are coming off a win last Friday. So here's the decision.
It's a double technical foul between number 22, Noel Santos.
So a
and number
double
21,
technical foul
Jeric
on the
Sumampong.
players involved, Jeric Sumampong and Noel Santos. Of course, a technical foul on Santos for grabbing the jersey, and then a technical on Santos for hitting Sumampong on the head. So that's our score at the end of the third quarter, 75-69. We'll be back for the deciding fourth quarter after this. Stay there, please. On your screens right now, our Executive Vice President, Ma'am Rose Montreal, and this is a photo from her recent trip to China, together with Commissioner Edward Aquino. They touched base with their counterparts from the leagues in China. So, we have a lot of good news coming out of that trip, and we'll share to you these good news once it is made final and official. Celso will open the fourth quarter with that field goal, and it ups their lead to 8, 77-69. So if you just joined us, what happened there towards the end of the third quarter. A double technical foul was slapped on Jeric Sumampong for grabbing the jersey of Noel Santos, and then Santos for hitting Sumampong on the head with the basketball. Meanwhile, Reyes, wow! The coaches of Bulacan are really happy today. Even their role players, so the 12th, the 11th member of the team are contributing. And then let's look at the numbers from the third quarter again. Look at that, a big quarter for Bulacan, 27-16, outscoring the Taguig Generals. And but despite that, they still control the boards. The thing is, I think Taguig, they have more possessions, but they are not converting. It is evidenced, by their shooting clip. Actually, the shooting clip of both teams are the same. It's 43%. But you look at the number of attempts of Taguig, it's only 54, and then they allow Bulacan to have they allow Bulacan to have 11 more attempts. So that means they give Bulacan 11 more chances to score, like this one by Reyes, Axel Reyes. Like what I said, even the 11th, the 12th player of the Stars is contributing today. So at the line, we have Noel Santos. Sampurna will sit down together with Mamaluba and Subrabas. In the game are Ordonez and who else? Anyway, let's look at this free throw by by Santos. It's good. Coach Bing Victoria, their perfect record is in danger at the moment. I say at the moment because a lot can happen in 10 minutes. Of course, the fans over there in Taguig City are hoping that their Generals will go home with a sweep, a two-game sweep of their assignments here in Pili, Camarines Sur. Meanwhile, Celso missing the high percentage shot to 2 misses in a row for Celso. on that sequence. And a steal by Celso. Ball slipped from the fingers of Lontok. Benedictos. Oh, weak pass, but oh yes, De La Cruz. I don't know, but this could be the best game of Paul De La Cruz in this President's Cup. They are now ahead by 10. Okay, 10-point lead. Before that, the biggest lead of Bulacan was 8 points. That was 11-3 in the first quarter. And when you think about it, 5 fouls now on Peralta, and that forces the coaches to bring in Jamiel Pablo. That's right, so it's no choice. So Peralta has to sit down. He has 5 fouls. They want Peralta to be in the game for the closing minutes. Another miss. The misses are hurting Taguig at this moment. Ordonez. Oh, traveling, yes. See, Ordonez faked the pass, but his pivot foot was already planted. And then he went for the basket. That's traveling. See, here it is again, look. So, part of our basketball, you see? Yeah, there it is, yes. He lifted his planted pivot foot. So again, another basketball tip. You learn by watching the professionals. That's right, these are professional athletes under the supervision of our friends from the Games and Amusements Board. Headed by attorney Richard Clarin. Meanwhile, an offensive foul on Celso, and that could be... Yes, it's on Celso. And that is now 5 on Celso. So now, 2 big men of Bulacan, Celso and Samuel Peralta, are now carrying 5 fouls each. Yes, I guess, you know, yes, look at that. That's the foul there. He just grabbed the jersey of Santos. But what's it about the jersey of Santos? So everybody's grabbing his jersey. Earlier, Sumampong, and now Celso. Not worry, they may want to exchange jerseys after this game. Meanwhile, Lontok to Ordonez for 3. Quick release, yes!
3 points, Mark Ordonez.
And they need more of that. They don't need 1. They need a whole lot more if they are to overturn this 7-point lead of the Stars. De La Cruz taking sweet time. Bounces inside to Pablo. Pablo. Show of power. Too much power. Oh, Azares is in the game. I guess Coach Victoria is really scraping the bottom of his rotation, so to speak. A rare appearance here by Christopher Azares. Running shot, no good. It falls in the hands of the Stars. It's with Exi. Exi, stop and pop. No. Rebound, Cruz. Back to Biteng. Biteng, one-hander, yes. So that gives Bulacan a little relief. They're up again by 9. It was once 11. It was as high as 10. And if you think about it, they once led by 10 Bulacan. Taguig once led by 11, so that means from that point on, they outscored Taguig by 21 points. Fouls on De La Cruz, and again, you can just guess what is running through the mind of De La Cruz, because I am not a lip reader. I cannot read his lips. So at the line, Ordonez. And they need these 2 free throws to, keep them within striking distance. They say it's easy. It's easy to build a lead, and it's much tougher to rally from a deficit. Yeah. Second one coming here for Mark Edison Ordonez. So you see here, chance of defense, coming from the Taguig bench. De La Cruz met by Ordonez. They are protecting an 8-point lead. Meanwhile, on the part of Taguig, they are hoping to do something to avoid their first loss of the season. 5 on the shot clock. Jumper by Cruz. No. Pablo is there, but Pablo missing the point blank shot. Ordonez to Santos. Of course, they have to move quickly. They drop it to Lontok. Yes. Unselfish play by Santos. De La Cruz passes it to Biteng, crossing the timeline. XC to Pablo. Pablo faking. Pablo will wait for more teammates. All right, it's 5 on 5 again. Batak against Galoy. Batak, oh, he's blocked. Public display of rejection by Edsel Galoy. Look at it again. This public display of rejection. Yes, it's a clean block. Very clean. Biteng, yes. Back to an 8-point lead for Bulacan with 6 minutes left. Let's see. Well, actually, I think Taguig is moving a bit too slow. I think they should move a little faster. They need to score as quickly as possible. And Ordonez does not get the shooter's bounce. And look at Pablo. You know, just dive for the ball like it was. It's like he was playing either rugby or American football. Wanted to make sure that they keep the ball. Instead, a foul is assessed to Lontok. See, look at that. Look at Lontok just erase Pablo, I think not once but twice. And then after that, they get entangled on the floor. So now De La Cruz will do the sideline inbound. Oh, Reyes now will replace Biteng. Now Captain Kevin Oliveria will return also to replace Lontok. So I guess again, Coach Victoria wants Lontok available for crunch time. De La Cruz. So you can say De La Cruz has taken over the point guard chores from Christian Necio, especially here in the second half. Pablo. I guess it is now the strategy of Bulacan to play slow and take off as much time as possible from the clock to lessen the chances for Taguig to come back. But then again, Taguig not helping themselves by throwing the ball away. And now Necio is back. So you can say, De La Cruz has held the fort very well until the return of Necio. So we see a very refreshed Christian Necio on the floor right now. So I believe Necio will play out the remainder of this contest. Reyes, short, and is picked up by Kevin Oliveria. Again, Taguig, they have to move quickly. Galoy eludes the defense of Batak. We have a foul. It's on Batak. Fourth foul on Batak. Meanwhile, we have a timeout called by the Generals. And they're behind by 8. And we'll be back for the balance of this ball game. Stay with us, please. Again, a shot of the crowd. That's right, a crowd here at the Fuerte Sports Complex. And they are, of course, awaiting our main game between the home team, the Camso Express, against the Santa Rosa Lions. That should be a good one. Again, we'll bring that to you immediately after this game. And also, immediately after the Express and the Lions, please watch on Aliw Channel 23 their special program today about their channel launching. Immediately after this NBL Pilipinas doubleheader. So stay tuned to Aliw Channel 23. Kumpleto na ang channel ko. At the line, Dan Anthony Natividad. These are important free throws, and Natividad so far good on the first. They need this. Yes. So Natividad. They are just behind by 6. That's 2 possessions. That's 2 3-point shots. Or 3-point plays. Or a combination. And the foul is on Galoy. So now they're putting the much taller Galoy on Nesho. So again, they want to, they really want to bother the primary ball carrier of the Stars. Pablo still in the game. To Cruz. So of course, any minute now we will see the return of Joseph Celso. Cruz, no good. And it bounces to Mayo. Now Mayo doing the right thing, now moving quickly. Mayo whips it to Ordonez, to Galoy. Shot clock down to 15 seconds. Mayo spinning. Mayo! Oh, wow! What a move by Mayo, and hopefully, that will inspire the Generals to rally. Look at this. This will surely inspire the team to fight back from 4 points down. Yes. And again, that's the score. We'll be back for the rest of this game. Stay there, please. And you see there the Bulacan Stars trooping back to the live court. Get some instructions from the coaches. This is not a safe lead by any means, by the way. A lot can happen in 4 minutes. I mean, actually 3 and 59 to be precise. Again, not a safe lead for Bulacan. A score here in any form will greatly help their cause. On the part of Taguig, they need a stop badly. As in, very badly. Oh, De La Cruz escaping the defense. And a stop. Here's the stop that Taguig wants. Mayo now. Charging. Ordonez for 3. This will be big. Oh, no! And they give it to Biteng. Biteng will wisely wait for his teammates. And again, Bulacan painfully taking off a lot of seconds from the game clock. Batak, no. Another stop. So now, Taguig, they have to convert on these chances. They have to capitalize. Oliveria, the captain, short. And the ball tap. It's with De La Cruz quickly now to Celso. Celso on a foot race, and well, I guess Oliveria had no choice but to foul Celso. So here's the thing. Take a look at it again. Okay, here's the miss, and then they spot the sprinting Joseph Celso. Okay, so here the foul by Oliveria. it is just enough to prevent Celso from scoring the layup, so he will shoot 2 free throws. And it is also not that excessive to be deemed an unsportsmanlike foul. Okay, it's just not too weak, not too strong. But the important thing there for Taguig is Kevin was able to prevent Celso from scoring the field goal. So now Celso will have to earn his points the hard way, and that was a good move, huh? It comes out to be a good move by Taguig as Celso misses his second free throw. So now a chance for Taguig to inch closer. Mayo. Oh, ball is loose. It's with Natividad. Tempted by 2 defenders, is too strong, and another stop by Bulacan. So beating now will again intelligently slow it down. Batak. Shot clock says 10 seconds. Celso for 3. Too strong and long rebound. Controlled by Santos. Bouncing to Galoy. Galoy missing the layup. Cruz, quickly to beating. Exi! Whoa! What a crispy block! What a crispy block by Larry John Mayo on Biteng. Let's take that again. Wow, super crispy block. You could hear it. We could hear it from the broadcaster's booth at the court side. Another stop again. The Lady Luck is shining. Okay, you can say Lady Luck is smiling at Taguig, but the thing is they are not smiling back. They are given so many chances. They are not converting. It is Sampurna fishing a foul from Sampurna. So third foul now on De La Cruz. Important free throws here for Sampurna, at least. Okay, at least for Taguig. They can add points to their score without the game clock moving. So this is a good chance for Sampurna. So if he makes both, only 3 points will separate the teams. And this is just like, this is shades of the game last night between the Bulacan Stars and the Camsur Express. But this time, it's the Stars that are on top, heading into crunch time. Celso. Oh, steal! Another chance! Taguig has to convert. Oh! This time it's Biteng with the public display of rejection. And take a look at it again. Wow. Simply a theft. A theft by Santos. Now Galoy has to make both. And if ever, it will only be 2 points. First one is good. It's down to 3. If he makes this, only 2 points. That's right, 2 points separating the teams. Get ready for a wild finish. All right, there you go. It's down to 2 from a high of 10. This time, a very important possession for the Stars. They have to take care of the basketball. They cannot afford another turnover. One-on-one isolation, Galoy versus De La Cruz. De La Cruz has to make his move with 10 seconds left. Oh, steal! Steal! Extra pass for the tie! We are tied at 86 all. That's right, you heard it right. We are tied at 86 all. Take a look at it again. How did that happen? I guess the spacing led to this turnover. The players were too close to each other. And then, Natividad at the right place at the right time. the recipient of this great assist. And we are tied at 86 all. We'll be back for the exciting conclusion. Alright, we have 1 minute and 13 seconds left, and believe it or not, we are tied at 86 all. After that, the steal and basket by the Generals, of course, anchored on Dan Natividad from that spectacular assist. Here's the man, Dan the man, who made this deadlock possible. So now, the pressure is on Bulacan to produce on this possession. Cruz, good defense, 10 seconds. Extra pass to Celso against Celso, losing the ball again. Here's the chance for the lead, yes! Again, Sampurna. It's not how many you score, it's when you score that counts more. And Sampurna has just restored the lead to Taguig, 88-86. Take it again. This is another turnover for Celso. And Galoy with the steal. And he fires it to the streaking Sampurna for the go-ahead, 88-86. And we'll be back for the remaining 59 seconds. You wouldn't want to miss that. Stay there, please. Shot, of course, of our VIP row. That's right. And that too will be filled later on for our main game between Camsur and Santa Rosa. Of course, our hard-working Executive Vice President, Ma'am Rose Montreal, and Commissioner Edward Aquino. This time, it is very crucial. It is very crucial for
When you're taking pictures or videos, please refrain from
yes.
using the camera flash.
That's right. And if you heard it on your TV screen, they are reminding the fans to turn off their flashes on their camera phones. Meanwhile, Cruz again. This will be a crucial possession. They give it to Celso, but oh, Celso losing the ball again. But luckily for Celso and the Bulacan Stars, the Spalding basketball will stay with them. They have 8 seconds on their shot clock. They have to move quickly. This 8 seconds will run very fast. 5 seconds. De La Cruz using the Cruz screen. And oh, another turnover by Celso. This is now Taguig going for a 4-point lead, or possibly even more. Galoy! And Galoy is fouled, taking a 3-point shot, so that will mean 3 free throws for Edsel Galoy. What a collapse, huh? What a collapse by the Bulacan Stars in the end game. I mean, they were cruising towards inflicting the first loss on Taguig, but actually, look at this. A series of plays. This is the foul on Galoy. He will be given 3 free throws. if you notice, no, they've been giving the ball exclusively to Joseph Celso, but that has been well read, no, by the Taguig defense. So they've always forced turnovers, no, every time they try to give the ball to Joseph Celso. So now, Galoy is 1 out of 2. He missed his first. Oh, check that. He is 2 for 2 so far. And 3 out of 3. So that's a 5-point lead with 35 seconds left. Again, a major collapse at the moment for the Bulacan Stars. But all is not lost, because the Bulacan really needs to win today, because right now they're at the bottom of Group A at 2 and 4, and they want to bring home a gift to their fans in Bulacan. No? After this game, no, they will take the trip back to Bulacan. They want to bring something from this trip, because they lost last Friday to the Camso Express, who's on your screens right now. They are preparing for their game. You know, at least Bulacan, they want to go home with 1 win, 1-1. No, they cannot go 0-2 on this road trip. Of course, on the part of Taguig, they want to continue their winning ways and go up to 5-0 and the solo leadership of not just Group B, but the entire NBL. Okay, so the fans are still here, are continuing to troop into the gym in anticipation, of course, of our main game between Bulacan, between Santa Rosa and Camso Express. Suddenly, it is a 5-point lead for Taguig. They battle back from as big as 10 points down in this fourth quarter. Meanwhile, Taguig calls a timeout. I guess Coach Victoria has seen the formation. So we'll be back for the final 35 seconds. On your screens, to the right side is Edsel Galoy, and prior to this series of timeouts, Galoy hit 3 free throws to up the lead of Taguig to 91-86. So again, turnovers has really hurt the cause of Bulacan, especially here in crunch time. So 14 on the shot clock, and after this, let's see if they will change their play. Their play has suddenly become predictable. They give it to Celso. Celso to Biteng for 3. No! They keep it alive. Well, no foul is called. Referee says play on. And now Natividad will wisely slow it down. Down to 11 seconds. And they give it a foul. They will send Galoy to the line. And look at the coach being Victoria. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the first time today that he is smiling. He has not smiled for 47 minutes and 52 seconds. But now he can smile for the final 8 seconds. Now, Galoy now hoping to ice the result. Yes. So we're just waiting for the final score. De La Cruz for 3. No. And that's it. So at the end of the ball game, congratulations to the winners. They stay undefeated, 5-0. The Taguig Generals over the BF Bulacan Stars, 93-86. And what a comeback from 10 points down. Our best player of the game is no other than Jonathan Lontok. Look at the numbers, 13 points, 4 rebounds, and more importantly, he battled the much taller and lengthier players of the Bulacan Stars. That's right. He was able to outplay the much taller opponents. And again, that's our final score, 93-86. Congratulations to the Generals. They are now 5-0 in the NBL President's Cup. Okay? So, after this, stand by for our main game. Oh, no. Let's have some highlights between, from this game. Of course, Batak. It was a good start, actually. A good start for Bulacan. No, don't get me wrong. It was a good start for Bulacan. In fact, they were threatening to run away with this game, of course, until Lontok started to get this game going. And then, of course, Celso was there. And then a lot of course, Bulacan hanging on to that 25-23 lead after one. And then Sampurna announcing his arrival. This is his first basket. Castro hitting from the outside. And that's why Taguig was able to, put on the pressure. Meanwhile, Celso was simply dominating the inside. Also, Galoy. And then Generals, 53-48 at the half. Now, come the third, this was the big move, all right? Bulacan outscored Taguig in the third, 27-16. And we thought that Bulacan was well on the way to inflicting the first loss on Taguig. But then again, Taguig had other plans. Of course, Bulacan 75-69, 6-point lead. Of course, that 6-point lead grew to as high as 10 for Bulacan. But that did not matter as shots like this by Ordonez, started their rally. And then towards the end, a series of turnovers like this one really hurting the cause of the Bulacan Stars. And this is a crucial turnover that led to this game-tying basket. And that's our final score, 93-86. A 7-point win for the still undefeated Taguig City Generals. All right. Now, stand by, because after this, we're going to give you our main game. It's going to be the host, Capture Express, against the visitors, the Santa Rosa Lions, coming up immediately after this break. Stay with us, please.
Ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalap ng BL. Ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown.